Brisbane Broncos, $1.60 with minus 4.5, over under 42. Melbourne Storm at $2.35, they're plus 4.5. Well, let's get straight to it. Storm have won 14 in a row against the Broncos.
That's unbelievable.
That also includes last week. They've also covered the line in 10 straight against the Broncos at Suncorp. As said, they beat the Broncos last week. The Broncos are 1-6 in their last 6 finals. I'm not going to read the ins and outs for you because we'd be here till Friday. There's 24 across the two teams.
24.
It's ridiculous.
11 for the Broncos and 13 for the Storm. But of note, the Storm have named Ryan Pappenhausen on the bench, but he has 7 tries in 4 games against Brisbane and did cross the line last week and was someone that I threw up as an anytime try scorer. I think it was about $3.25 was available yesterday. Haven't looked into it this morning though.
If you want to go Paps right now, it's $3.25.
Yeah, I'll stick with that, even though I know he's been named on the bench.
Come on, second half probably.
I know that obviously Brisbane have a lot of these players coming back in, and everyone's like, oh, but Alex, they've been on top of the ladder all year.
This is what everyone is saying.
Yes, they've been on top of the ladder all year.
That's what I was saying actually.
Yeah, it's like stats guy. They lost last week.
I like this. You've gone from it's literally you had a conversation with stats guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Once.
I also had a conversation with Phil about this last week as well. Like,
Everyone.
why are the Brisbane Broncos favourites? They've lost 14 in a row and everyone's like, it's all the ins and outs, but you got to look at the ins for the Storm as well. They're going to win. They're going to win again. There's going to be 15 in a row and everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, why were the Storm favourites?
So Storm have covered 10 straight at Suncorp.
Yep.
In addition to beating the
I
Broncos
think they've lost
14 times.
twice at Suncorp in
A
like
few of
15
those
years.
though were where Brisbane were stinking it up.
Broncos have been good the last few years.
The last couple of years they've been all right, but yeah, I'm still backing the Broncos here. They've had a much better season. They're top 2 in the offense and defense for the year. Just by the stats alone, as I like to go by. I think you got to go the Brisbane Broncos, and I don't mind the line. It's really small. If they're going to win, I reckon it's going to be more than 4.5. So I'm going to go them at the line.
So you've got 2 top 3 offenses, second and third, in fact. And then you got 2 top 5 defenses, which is pretty gnarly too. So 2 and 5.
Yes.
So, my vibe on this is it's tough looking at the Broncos and trying to get like a read after obviously last week with nobody basically playing.
Same with the Storm.
Reynolds maybe just boost this up that little bit more. I think the read that I got, especially from Phil, is that he was even sort of vacillating back and forth on this. Lands on Brisbane eventually at the line. I feel like I want to take the 4.5 for the Storm. And even if they
Just for a
lose,
close one,
they cover. I'd take Melbourne plus 4.5. And if I'm going to go anytime try scorers, obviously Xavier Coates, don't mind that at $2.40.
Yeah, we had him actually last time we did this.
And I think one of the other ones that was brought up for first try scorer, but anytime as well, is obviously Reece Walsh at $2.95. Not great value for the anytime. I think he was higher than that, literally before today. So Paps is at $3.25 as mentioned. I think Phil brought up Cam Munster at $4.10. Which is a pretty good one too.
It's that one you throw up like in finals, Origin, just like
big game,
Munster.
Push through, yeah. I like that.
I hate Cam Munster so much.
And Selwyn Cobbo, $1.94 is the anytime. We all know me. My pronouns are Katoni and Stags.
I forgot about
$3. Feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Let's go Katoni. But I still think Melbourne plus 4.5 is probably where I land. And I think with the Storm, I think it's their last 5 wins have all gone over. And I think those wins, I think the last 5 or 6 games that they and the Broncos have played have gone over to.
Yeah, but of the 8 games in the finals, the average has been like 37 points.
Whoa, rough.
Ooh, 37, really?
Yep.
All right.
I'll also note the last time that Brisbane beat Melbourne at Suncorp Stadium, I was just out of high school, 2009.
Wow. I remember what I was doing in 2009.
That guy was in year 3.
No. I was only slightly older than that.
Like grade 4.
I was in primary school.
Wow.
God, we're old.
First try scorer picks here, gentlemen. How are we feeling for first try scorers? I think Selwyn Cobbo at $9 is probably the obvious one, but as Phil did throw out, Reece Walsh at $16 is not a bad look for the first one. Obviously for the Storm, Will
Warbrick, yeah, he's done
not bad.
He's done it 5 times this year, which is a lot more than anyone else on the field.
$12.50 feels pretty good too.
Yep.
And if you think Munster can get that first one, $21.
Jerome Hughes sneaking over from dummy half.
Ooh,
$23.
$23, not bad.
I don't mind Ezra Mam as well. He's got a try in his last 4 games. I was going to put him for any time as well, $2.75. But if he's going to, I reckon he can start well as well. $14.
That
Pretty
might
good.
have been Ezra Mam.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Tips. I'm going to take Melbourne plus 4.5.
Ooh.
Storm.
Storm. So you both, I'm gonna go Brisbane. I've been on them all year, and I still reckon they're a chance to win the flag still.
Stats guy is a pronounced Melbourne Storm hater.
Yep.
I should be going for them because I'm from Melbourne, but I don't.
Said he had a scarf too. He actually burnt it last night.
No, it's my mate's scarf if I'm being honest. But
so he's also a thief.
I used to go for the Gold Coast
thief
Titans.
and a liar.
I've been to more Gold Coast Titans games than Storm games.
Yeah. More like
this is why
guy.
I told you to buy an Adelaide Rams jumper. Classic Adelaide Rams.
The point being, he has also spent this entire season, I think, writing in his NRL wrap articles that the Storm have no chance.
Yeah.
Literally you start week 1, he's like, but they're bad away from home and they're not going to win anything, ever. It's like,
I reckon they could go out pretty quickly in these finals.
You reckon straight sets?
Why not?
Might be my last
NRL show I do. Let's do a big call.
There you go. You have it. You heard it here first.
Jeez, stats guy going against the outsider in a match. Yeah, big call.
Melbourne Storm going out in straight sets.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.